Good evening, Facebook family. I'm just sitting here at the table, just putting together one of my blog posts. I have a new blog, so I definitely want you to check that out. If you haven't had an opportunity to check out my new website, go to www.altonjameson.com. That's spelled ALTONJAMISON.com. Real briefly tonight on my first real blog post, I wanted to talk about the power of positive affirmations. If you're not familiar with that, what a positive affirmation is basically a positive saying that literally programs, or should I say reprogram your mind in order for you to think differently. For example, on a regular basis, I go through a series of positive affirmations. Some people call them confessions or daily goals, or however you want to lay it out. But what the positive affirmation does, it literally reprograms your mind. Because many of us have negative hardware, should I say, that's been ingrained in our minds for many years. And so the only way to uproot that hardware is programming new software. And so in order to program the new software, you have to do it via positive affirmations. One of the things that I'll share with you about the power of positive affirmations is to know that your tongue is truly a rudder. And what I mean by that is that the things that you speak, if you think of a rudder on the ship, a rudder is going to guide where the ship's going to go. And that's the same thing that your tongue does. Your tongue is going to literally guide where you're going to go in your life, your career, your schooling, your relationships. And every time you speak those negative things, you're just turning that rudder slightly over and over again. I mean, for example, you ever heard someone say, I knew I was going to fail this test, or I knew I was going to be late. I knew this, I knew that. Well, why did those things come to pass? Because you've guided it. You've slowly turned that rudder to end up in that direction. The second thing that I'll share with you is that the positive affirmations, when you reprogram positive affirmations and begin to say positive affirmations on a regular basis, it helps you to make better, more quality choices. Because if you think about, if you say to yourself, I am a person of high integrity, high self-esteem, I am a person who's a quality individual, it helps you to then make choices that line up with the things that you're confessing. The third thing that I want to share with you is that definitely the same way the law of attraction talks about what we think about is what we'll attract. The same way as what we speak is what we'll get in our lives. And I've heard before some people say that our life is a sum total of our words that we've been speaking. And if you don't like how your life is, speak something different. Number 4 says double-minded. Talk about being double-minded. For those Bible readers out there, there's a passage in James that talks about a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. And what that means is that you can't say that you're super successful and then the very next moment you say, oh, I hate myself, I'll never be anything. You can't say one moment that I'm a person of high integrity, and the next moment you won't say, oh, I always make dumb and stupid choices. You have to be stable in every aspect of your life. The last thing that I want to talk about, well, how do you make these daily affirmations? Real simple. There are many books out there. There are tons and tons of information. But the easiest way to make positive affirmations is literally write down on a sheet of paper how you want your life to look. If you want the White House with the picket fence, write it down there. Write down that I believe that I'll have the White House with the picket fence. If you want to graduate with honors, write it on your paper. I want to graduate with honors. Now, you can't be graduating tomorrow and then write it down tonight and say, well, Alton, it didn't work. Obviously, it's a process. Okay, for some of the things that I'll put in my positive affirmations, that I want to be a successful motivational speaker. I want to make a difference in the lives of individuals. I want my message to be carried across the world. And I write those things down, and I believe those things in my heart. And so again, that's just some tips. I'll write a little bit more in depth on my blog, but definitely share this with your friends and family. And as always, stay positive.